Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go through a couple of things. I want to talk about Vinted and I want to talk about my orders over the weekend. I did very well over the weekend, but we'll get into that in a little bit. First off, little business update and a very helpful little tip I've managed to sort of come up with over the last few days is, well, over the last 2 weeks, sorry, is if you're someone who sources a certain amount every week, lists a certain amount every week, and you know how many that is. Maybe you're on 4 a day, maybe you're on 5 a day, maybe you're on 30 a day. One tip I've started doing, and it sounds super easy and simple and kind of silly to not be doing it or to do it, depending on which angle you're coming from, is get a counter. I'll put up on screen what I mean. It's an app on your phone that basically you just press plus and minus and it adds 1 to the score. And I've been doing it every time I saw something. I just go on the app, I press plus, it adds 1, and then every Sunday evening I reset it to 0 to start again on Monday. It sounds super simple, but before I wasn't tracking how many I was sourcing, and obviously sourcing on Vinted, which is what I currently do. And this would work at car boot sales, this would work at charity shops, it would work in auctions, it would work anywhere that you source. But yeah, I wasn't tracking how many I was sourcing, so by the end of the week I had no idea. And a lot of times I would oversource, which is why I had things like the death pile, and this is why I've had situations before where I've had no money. Because, for example, last night was Sunday evening and it got to around 5 o'clock and I hit my listing goal, my sourcing goal for the week, which was 90. So I had to stop. And I wanted to keep sourcing because there was good stuff popping up, but I forced myself to stop. I said, no, leave it there. You don't need it. Save your money for the restart of the week. I guess what I could have done in hindsight is reset it to 0 and then started for next week on Sunday. But it gives me Sunday evening off my phone, which was nice. But yeah, little tip, get yourself a counter, really helps with sourcing, keeping track of sourcing. I suppose you could get 2 and use 1 for listing as well. Maybe that could work if you want to track how many you listed each week. Yeah, just a little tip that I've managed to, and it helped me massively. What I want to talk about next is Vinted, because it's really starting to do my head in a little bit. Vinted is a great app and I love selling on there. I love more than anything to list on Vinted. It is so easy to list. So that is one positive. I'll give that to them. They're a great platform. I like sourcing on there and I like listing on there for the simplicity of it all. But it does annoy me in a couple areas. So first off, it still bugs me now sometimes when I think back to when I had to sign up and all the kerfuffle of becoming a pro seller. That still winds me up. I won't let that go. I'm still holding the vendetta against them. That was outrageous. So that is one thing that really wound me up. And now they've already started to wind me up again with their payouts. So the payouts is obviously every 14 days once the order gets delivered. So let's say I sell something today, I ship it this evening. It will take 3 days to get there, and then 14 days from after that 3 days, I'll get my money. That's not quite what I'm talking about. What I'm actually talking about is knowing when you're going to get your money. So on eBay, if I sell something this evening, I'll get paid in the morning for it. I get 1 day payouts. I get paid the next day for everything that sells on eBay, which is super awesome because it means you can take that money and go and reinvest it immediately. Really helpful things when the car boot comes around, stuff like that. So and just general cash flow is great. But Vinted, not only do you have that delay, I'm struggling to know when I'm getting paid. So I don't know when I'm getting paid from Vinted. I know it's going to be at some point and I don't know how much it's going to be for, and I don't know how to budget because like today I just got like 3 payments of 25 quid, but they all come at like separate times and I had no warning that money was coming in. And yesterday I didn't get any money from Vinted. It's really up in the air. I'm just guessing when I'm getting paid and it's really annoying. I'm kind of having to just save that money in the bank and sort of pretending Vinted doesn't exist because I'm budgeting, imagining the Vinted money's never going to come because I can't rely on it because I don't know when it's going to arrive in the bank. So because it can go 3 or 4 days without paying me, and then all of a sudden a massive windfall of cash will come in. It's a pain in the ass. I wish they just said, I don't know how they can change that with their current model, but it's really starting to wind me up and making things difficult and a bit of a headache to know when that money's coming in. Also, there's like, I don't know if it's true or a rumour or what, but I've heard a couple of people talking about it now that they're hiding Vinted Pro listings. I don't know if this is true. Maybe it's true. I don't know. My sales are still doing okay. I'm not listing every day, so it's hard to tell, but I'm selling maybe 3 items a day at the minute on average. So I can't complain. I'm selling an okay amount of stuff, but maybe I could be selling more if they weren't hiding my listings. I don't know if any of you have an experience with that. Have your things slowed down since moving over to Pro? Thinking about it, mine, I don't know, because I didn't properly start selling on there until I was a pro, so it's hard to tell. But have you experienced any slowdown since turning into a pro seller on there? Let me know, because if they are hiding listings, that really sucks, because there is a lot of people that solely rely on Vinted to make a living. And if they are suppressing those because you've turned into a pro now, I think their reasoning was they don't want to turn it into a fully pro platform. They want the bit of the casual sellers, the everyday sellers that are clearing out their wardrobe, to have an opportunity to sell their actual items instead of getting swamped by pro sellers, which is fair enough, but it is annoying. Let me know if you've had any experience with that. For me, it's too hard to tell because I've only ever sold on that as a pro properly, so it's hard to know if any difference is sort of happening. But yeah, that's the rant over. I'm just a bit sick of Vinted at the minute. Everything seems to be hard work with them, and eBay for the win. Not in terms of sales necessarily, because like I say, Vinted it does beat eBay in a lot of ways, but eBay, tried and true. Customer service is always going to be there. Your payouts are always going to be there. You know how much money you're expecting to get, and you know when you're going to get it. Maybe you have a weekly payout or a daily payout, but at least you know exactly when that money's coming. It's frustrating, but yeah, we're going to keep on pushing forward. We're not going to stop using the platform because it's making me money. So yeah, we're winning, but it's just annoying. Now we're going to get onto the pick and pack section. Feel free to click off. I am now just going to go through my weekend orders, which we had £400 on eBay sales, which is around 15 orders. I think I've already shipped the labels, printed the labels off, so it's hard for me to tell, but it was around £400 in total sales. Shipping does have to come out of that, and obviously cost of goods, but I'm happy with that. 15 sales over the weekend is pretty decent for me. Over the weekend means I've stopped shipping Saturday evening, and then Monday morning is when the shipping starts again for me. Anyway, Vinted, same time frame, £159 and 8 sales, so decent again, about half as good as eBay, kind of ish, not quite, but the shipping doesn't have to come out of that, so I guess that is about half as good as eBay, so take that for what you will. And who knows, maybe if I weren't selling on Vinted, I would have sold them all on eBay anyway. So yeah, but £559 and 23 sales for the weekend, so very happy with that. Let's get picking. So let's start off with the Vinted orders, which is the first one, £27.69. 69 is this one here, and we got £20 for it, and it's a pair of diesel jeans. 37.21. It is this one here. We've got £25 for it, and it is a Levi's denim shirt. Great little seller, sort of Western style with the pearl snaps. Good seller. Look out for them at the boot sales and on Vinted if you are in that sort of realm. And then we got a really nice sale. It is a bundle of 2 items. It is a pair of diesel jeans and a pair of weird fish. Let's go and pick them. Weird fish jumper, that is. I just said, I know, I realised it just what I said. Weird fish jumper. So these two came to a whopping total of £40, which is really nice. It was actually something like £42, which really nice little bundle sale. I'll put them in the same parcel. We're winning. Next up is £36.92. So 36 will be here somewhere. 92 down the bottom. 92, which is something we picked up at a charity shop not too long ago. We got £20 for it. It's a John Smedley jumper. Great brand to look out for. The jumpers sell great. £20 on Vinted. So, and I paid a tenner for it in the charity shop. So what's that? A £10 profit, which hits our metrics perfectly. Next up is £37.61. 37.61 is a weird fish jumper that we got £18 for. So always look out for these like quarter zip weird fish jumpers. The fat face ones do great as well, like hiking, sort of older men wear them, sort of 35 and up. I'd say it's that sort of generation sort of stuff, all the way to sort of 60-year-olds. So yeah, really great sellers, really popular, the weird fish and the fat face jumpers. And then we got something that's on our rail. It's an Ellie's coat. Now, we only got about £9 for this one. There it is right there. It's got a little kangaroo pocket. We only got £9 because I didn't see, the camera's not picking it up. It's got like white paint on the sleeve. Why is the camera not picking it up? There you go, you can't see it. So yeah, we just liquidated £9. It's a good little buy. Like if he's just gonna wear it out running or something, that's perfect. But I can't sell it for full whack with paint on the sleeves. And then we got something in, and then the next one is in 60. No, it's not 12. No, it's not 37. No, it's not 36.17 is the next one. Bada bing, bada bing. 36.17. Right. And we got £27 for that one. 36.17, is that right? Yeah, must be. 36.17. It is a super dry jacket, I believe, like a military style jacket. Again, really great sellers, super dry. Don't sleep on your super dry. Before I started doing my research, I really didn't think super dry was all that, but when you actually look into the comps, a lot of super dry stuff, especially their military style stuff, their cargo stuff, their heavy duty with the pockets, yeah, just sells great. Really great brand, and it's slapped on quite a lot. Even the basic jumpers do pretty well. Like a jumper like this is obviously Paul Smith, but a jumper like this still has a great sell-through rate. So just look out for them, especially at things like car boot sales, because you can easily make £10 profit on a jumper. They'll be selling them for £3 maximum, really. So yeah, don't sleep on your super dry. A lot of people think it's a dead brand, but it's really not. Check the sell-through rates and the sales price, because a lot of it is great. I was going to sit on here and pick my eBay orders, but I'm going to just realised how long this is just taking me to pick like 5 or 6 orders from the Vinted. So that is all our Vinted ones. I'll run through the eBay ones just on the computer because it will be quicker. So first up, we got £20. I bought these at a car boot sale last year, so they've been sat around for a little while. Is it Dolce Cabana? Is that right? I'll pop it up on screen. £20 for some straight leg trousers. Another Levi's denim shirt. That's what I mean. Levi's denim shirt's great to look out for. We've only got £14. I think it's stained and it's been sat around for ages. The SKU number is 1,850, and we are now on 3,800 and something. So yeah, that was listed 2,000 items ago. So on a list like less than 10 a day for the last year. So you can imagine how long ago that's been listed. Probably about a year ago, to be honest. Quicksilver shorts, £20 for them, some cargo shorts, and yeah, really nice. I'll pop them up on screen for you guys. Some Replay jeans that we got £25 for. Great seller again. Replay jeans, great. A Manmot jacket. I was tempted to keep this one for myself. It's like a soft shell jacket. I really love soft shell at the minute. I'm sort of got a bit of a fetish for it. I haven't got any in my personal sort of clothing collection, if you can call that, but I was tempted on keeping this one. But then I saw the price and I thought, I'm going to sell it. 30 quid, we'll take it. Some super dry cargos, there you go. This is what I'm talking about. 30 quid on those. G-Star jacket in the combat utility style, and we got 25 for that one. These Craig Hopper trousers, I picked these up on my lunch run the other day, if you do remember that video. I nipped in a charity shop before I got my dinner, my meal deal from Tesco's, and I thought, I'll nip in here, I'll try and earn enough money to pay for dinner, that sort of thing. And we've already sold them for 16 quid. We paid £4.50 for them. So after the fees and everything, I don't know, what's that, £7, something like that. So it definitely paid for dinner. Fat Face Gilet, it's on the rail, and we managed to get £17 for it. Again, I think I took an offer on that just because we are coming out of winter season now, and I don't want it to sit around. If it was in one of these boxes, I wouldn't mind it sitting around, but because it's on the rail, eventually I think I'm going to have to get rid of the rail to fit another one of these shelving rackings in. So I just want to get rid of stuff that's on there, really. And it's really bulky, obviously, so we just want rid. Super dry cargo trousers, again, for £25. We must have took an offer on those, but again, happy to see the back of them. They're easy enough to find on Vinted. So yeah, shift them, get rid of them. Another super dry jacket, military style one, and we've got £30 for that again. A regatta waterproof jacket, women's, size, don't know why I'm saying the size, but it's size 14 if you care. And I'm really struggling with my words. And we only paid £3 at the boot sale, I believe, and we've got £18.99 for it, which after the fees and the shipping is probably scraping a tenner out of that one, but it has been sat around for a long time. Another pair of super dry cargos, trousers, and then a super dry cargo pair of shorts as well. £25 for the trousers and £20 for the shorts. Pair of Diesel jeans, another great brand to look out for is your Diesel jeans. £29 on those, and then another pair for £32, and then again another pair of super dry cargos for £29. So as you can see, being a clothing seller is a little bit repetitive, is a little bit boring. You just, whatever works, you just keep spamming it, keep putting it up, and you do get the sales eventually. Yeah, it's not as exciting as some of these videos I see where it's like an antique this and a vintage that and a vintage toy and a bit of glassware, but you thank yourself when you come to package it, because all of that packaging I've just read out will literally take me 15 minutes, if that. Whereas if I had a bit of glassware that I've made a tenner on, that might take me 15 minutes alone, and all the bubble wrap and all the cushioning and void filler and finding boxes. And that's why I moved away from hard goods, because yeah, it can get damaged in the post and it takes forever to package all that stuff. I remember I used to spend hours packaging stuff at the old shop. Yeah, oh my god, I'm never going back to that again. I remember packaging something I made, I think it was I worked out, I sat and did an eBay calculator on it because I was so fuming. It was worth, I can't remember what it was now, but I made £4 profit on it from a boot sale. I used half a thing of bubble wrap, which cost me £1. I had to go drive, especially to Aldi, to get a box big enough, and it took me, I think it was like 2 hours to package. I was on £2 an hour, if that. I was so fuming that day. But yeah, that's why, one of the main reasons I moved away and niched down into something that's easy to package, because yeah, you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, that's what I've got to say today. If you did appreciate my rant on Vinted, make sure to like, subscribe. If you want more pick and packs, let me know. I did cut that one short because I figured it's going to take me all day to pack it, sort of do both. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, like the video, subscribe. We're going to push for, I don't know, I've already ran out, I don't know, 2,500 I guess to the next milestone. So we're going to smash 2,500 subs if you help us out. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.